Hey everyone, this is Peter Hall. Today I'm going to be doing video recordings of myself reading the canceled Dr. Seuss books. I found um, most of the files for them online, and so I have the files for 5 of them downloaded onto my phone. The only one I can't find is the Cat's Quizzer, and copies of that are going for like hundreds and even thousands of dollars online. So yeah, I'm gonna do video recordings of myself reading the 5 of the different canceled Dr. Seuss books. I think the first one I'm gonna start with is "To Think It Happened on Mulberry Street." Anyway, see you guys later. Okay, here we go. And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street by Dr. Seuss. For Helen MCC, mother of the one and original Marco. Okay. When I leave home to walk to school, Dad always says to me, "Marco, keep your eyelids up and see what you can see." And when I tell him where I've been and what I think I've seen, he looks at me and sternly says, "Your eyesight's much too keen. Stop telling such outlandish tales. Stop turning minnows into whales." Now what can I say when I get home today? All the long way back to school and all the way back, all the long way to school and all the way back, I've looked and I've looked and I've kept careful track, but all that I've noticed, except my own feet, was a horse and a wagon on Mulberry Street. That's nothing to tell of. That won't do. Of course, just a broken down wagon that's drawn by a horse. That can't be my story. That's only a start. I'll say that a zebra was pulling that cart. And that is a story that no one can beat when I say that I saw it on Mulberry Street. Yes, the zebra is fine, but I think it's a shame. Such a marvelous beast with a cart that's so tame. The story would really be much better to hear if this driver I saw were a charioteer. A golden blue chariot's something to meet, rumbling like thunder down Mulberry Street. No, it won't do at all. A zebra's too small. Hold on a minute, there's something wrong. Oh, yeah. No, it won't do at all. A zebra's too small. A reindeer is better. He's fast and he's fleet, and he'd look mighty smart in old Mulberry Street. Hold on a minute, there's something wrong. A reindeer hates the way it feels to pull a thing that runs on wheels. He'd be much happier instead if he could pull a fancy sled. A reindeer and sleigh. Say anyone could think of that. Jack or Fred or Joe or Nat. Say even Jane could think of that. I'll pick one with plenty of power and size, a blue one with plenty of fun in his eyes. And then, just to give him a little more tone, have a Raja with rubies perched high in his throne. Oh, stereotypical. That guy's got a turban on his head. Oh my goodness. And those look like Eskimos. Oh no, can't have that. But isn't it too late to make one little change? A sleigh and an elephant, there's something strange. Say, that makes a story that no one can beat when I say that I saw it on Mulberry Street. But now I don't know, it still doesn't seem right. An elephant pulling a thing that's so light would whoop it around would whoop it around in the air like a kite, but he'd look simply grand with a great big brass band. A band that's so good should have someone to hear it, but it's going so fast that it's hard to keep near it. I'll put on a trailer. I know they won't mind if a man sits and listens while hitched on behind. But now, is it fair? Is it fair what I've done? I'll bet those wagons weigh more than a ton, and that's really too heavy to load for one beast. I'll give him some helpers. He needs 2 at least. But now what worries me is this. Mulberry Street runs into Bliss. Unless there's something I can fix up, there will be an awful traffic mix-up. It takes police to do the trick, to guide them through where traffic's thick. It takes police to do the trick. They'll never crash now, they'll race at top speed, which with Sergeant Mulvaney himself in the lead. The mayor is there and the aldermen too, all waving big banners of red, white, and blue. The mayor is there and he thinks it is grand, and he raises his hat as they dash by the stand. And that is a story that no one can beat when I say that I saw it on Mulberry Street. With a roar of its motor and an airplane appears and dumps out confetti while everyone cheers. And that makes a story that's really not bad, but it still could be better. Suppose that I add a Chinaman who eats with sticks. Ooh, yep. He's got the cone hat on and he's got the long ponytail. Shame on you, Dr. Seuss. Gotta cancel ya. A big magician doing tricks, a 10-foot beard that needs a comb. No time for more, I'm almost home. I swung around the corner and dashed to the gate. I ran up steps and I felt simply great. But Dad said quite calmly, just draw up your stool and tell me the sights on the way home from school. Oh, I messed up. I swung around the corner and dashed to the gate. I ran up the steps and I felt simply great. For I had a story that no one could beat, and to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. But Dad said quite calmly, just draw up your stool and tell me the sights on the way home from school. There was so much to tell, I just couldn't begin. Dad looked at me sharply and pulled at his chin. He frowned at me sternly from there in his seat. Was there nothing to look at, no people to greet? Did nothing excite you or make your heart beat? Nothing, I said, growing red as a beet, but a plain horse and wagon on Mulberry Street. How a plain horse and wagon on Mulberry Street grows into a story that no one can beat. Okay. Okay, so I just read To Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street. And, I guess a couple of the images that got people pissed off, there's like, what looks like some Eskimos riding a sled, and it's pulled by an elephant that has like a Raja on top, and then there's like a Shanghai, China person, with the cone hat and the long robes and the really long ponytail. So I guess those are the images that are hurtful and racist, and the whole books have to be canceled and never published again because of that. Ooh, Dr. Seuss, that's so fucking racist. Jeez, people are so fucking retarded. I can't believe that people are upset about this. And Dr. Seuss is trying to, there were a couple messages I guess you could take away from this. One of the messages is that, like, it's not good to be, like, like a fibber, someone who, tells stories that people can't believe because, like, you never tell the truth or whatever. But then he could also be saying that, like, adults, they quash their, they quash children's imaginations, and Dr. Seuss obviously liked children more than adults, so I guess that's the one that he was going for. He was saying that adults squash children's imaginations and, just like squish the fantasy right out of them. And that's basically what the SJWs, the social justice warriors, are doing, getting rid of these books because they're so hurtful and offensive, and we can't show these to our kids. No, no, no. But then they show our kids all kinds of ridiculous nonsense and vulgar crap. Fuck you, assholes.